it's Crystal here at Particularly Peeler, and today I'm making a good friend's recipe that she shared with me, and they're called Cathead Biscuits. So you take 2 cups of flour, which as you can see I kind of have all my containers over here, so it's just easier for me. So we need 2 cups, so, third, there's 1 cup, 1, 2, and 3. So there's my 2 cups of flour, and this makes about 10 biscuits. So there's my flour, and this is my bacon grease. As you can see, my pigs make a lot of grease. So, and usually all I use to stir this is a handy dandy fork. So you're going to take this and you're going to put about a teaspoon of grease. So this is a half teaspoon, but usually I just pour a little bit so that I don't have to worry about getting my measuring spoon dirty. But you're actually just doing this to get some flavor in it, so it doesn't really matter. Then you'll whisk it in there before you ever add in your other stuff. So we're going to whisk that in. And then you take a teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. This is a half teaspoon, so I need 2 of them. If you have an ingenuitive husband, you can totally have him cut the circle off the salt shaker. Fits right in there. So much cuter this way than looking at a salt container. And you can actually see how much you have in your cabinet in case you need to like buy some more, then you know. And then you need baking powder, which you also need 1 teaspoon of, so 2 of these. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more bacon grease to mine. I like bacon. And we're actually having breakfast for dinner with these biscuits, so the bacon flavor will work great with our meal tonight. We decided that we really wanted some breakfast for dinner. Kind of thinking chocolate gravy and biscuits sounds pretty darn good to go with some bacon and eggs. So I'm going to add, like I said, a little bit more bacon grease to that. Just a little, not a lot. Probably like another half a, here we go. That makes me feel better. Bacon is life. So, like I said, you just kind of stir that in there so it kind of looks incorporated, which is a word that Stoney just don't like that I use. Because he says, just use mixed together, babe. More people know what that word means. But once you do that, then you add 3/4 cup of milk or buttermilk, just depending on what you have. Buttermilk would obviously make your biscuits taste a little more buttery, so that would be nice. But we don't specifically have buttermilk on hand today, so milk it is. And since this is a 3rd measuring cup and I only need 3/4 of a cup, I'm only going to fill it halfway the last time. And usually I either end up with too much milk or too much flour and have to add a little of one or the other. So this recipe does not have to be spot on. You can obviously change it because what she gave me, she actually knows it all by heart. So she doesn't actually have a recipe she follows. But all you want to do is kind of fork this together because you don't want it super mixed. You want it to be kind of doughy. And I will even show you the awesome technique that she taught me how to do because I just think it's incredible. And she shared it with us, so I want to share it with y'all. And like I said, see, it needed a little bit more milk. So then in a minute, it'll need some more flour because it's like pancake batter. When you go from one direction to the other, it always ends up way too much or way too little. So, alright, it's starting to incorporate. I think it needs a little bit more just to kind of be together. So, see, and right there, probably put too much milk. That's how it works. You get so close to done, and then you mix too much. I don't know, today I might have done okay. So maybe you need a whole cup of milk. I don't really know. I always seem to add a little bit. Alright. Yeah, that's getting way doughier. See that? That's amazing. Okay, and while you're doing this, you can have your oven preheating to 450. And these only bake for 10 minutes, but once you get them to this stage right here, you will, I'm going to go get Katie, so I'm going to pause you for just a second. You can see, here's my dough ball. I'll be right back. While I went to get Katie, I went ahead and got some parchment paper out, which they actually have silicone baking mats, and I'm about to order me some, just because they're reusable instead of this, which, as y'all know, I'm really big into reusing, so be a lot better. But you just flour your surface, because if your dough's a little sticky, that's the best way to make it not so sticky. So just flop your flour, flop your dough on your flour, and then we can do away with our bowl. And you're going to put that there, put a little flour on top. And this is the coolest thing ever, guys. She literally did this in a video, and it took me like 3 times of making these biscuits to figure out how to do it, but I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. So I've been wanting to share it anyways. So, okay, so you just kind of work it around into a ball. And then she literally just like pinched off a biscuit. Boom, bam, there's a biscuit. Like, how cool is that? My dough's a little sticky still, so I gotta pack some more flour on it. But how cool is that? And literally, this ball usually makes 10. It really depends on how big you pinch them. But you just take them and pinch your biscuit. And in a minute, you just plop it on a pan. And you can even grease your pan with your bacon grease, because that's how she showed me to do it. And that's how I've been doing it. So, in just a minute, I'll show you all that. But is that not the neatest thing ever? I really think it is. But you can just literally pinch your biscuit off like, boop. And you got a biscuit. I didn't pinch that one hard enough. Oops. But, and the best part is there's no right or wrong. These actually rise really pretty though. Which, I've tried homemade biscuits and I didn't like them because they didn't be a biscuit like the store makes. They didn't rise for me. They were just little hockey pucks, basically. So, nope, I made my biscuits big today. I'm not going to get 10. I'm going to get, let's see how many. But, I mean, look how easy that is. I guarantee you this whole video, if I hadn't had to stop for Katie, would have only been like maybe 10 minutes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 biscuits right there, which is actually more than we eat because the kids aren't really biscuity people. But look how simple that was. Just a couple flours and some dough. Ta-da! So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please watch it. And shout out to Miss Rita. You are like my boss, man. I absolutely love watching your videos. And these biscuits wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So I super appreciate it. And I hope you don't mind me sharing it with my friends like you shared it with me. So all credits to Miss Rita because she's the bomb. And she shared this with me. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a good day.